we can. Hello, welcome back to Audios and No Chill. Today we pick back up on Pen Season 1 with Eris, the character from Eris's channel. Are you excited to be a demon?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm already one.
And you know what I mean.
I know.
You know exactly what I mean.
I know.
I was wondering when you were going to show up.
I forgot Eris's stuff is quiet. Give me 1 second. At least in the beginning it is.
This time we were just like, okay, you ready? Let's go.
Yeah, no, listen, I am just so used to... Listen, the audio differences from what is current to what was then is different, and I forget, okay? Leave me alone.
Yes. I had a funny feeling I'd be seeing you again.
Hi.
You know those runes on the door there for a reason. So sneaky demon lords can't get into offices unannounced. That was your recommendation on the board, actually. So what are you here for? Here to check up on my rehabilitation team? Ah, yes, the incident. The now infamous pork chop.
Oh my god, that's what it's referred to now? Fuck.
You could call it. It's been handled. I trust my niece. Eve wrangled in her werewolf just fine. I don't doubt her capabilities. Though I did get the couple of complaints about her swearing in the middle of the hallway. And then I had to remind my niece that we don't swear in the work setting. That is unprofessional. Granted, I don't blame her. If I had to
Well, we cuss like sailors at my job. I heard that and I was like, that is true. But not where I work.
That is true in some places.
I feel like it's damn near encouraged.
deal with that sort of werewolf when I was a young rehabilitator, I probably would have just stabbed him with a set or knife and called it a day.
Well, damn.
Oh, you're not here for my rehabilitation team. So then what are you here for? A drink. I'm sorry, I don't think I can join you tonight. Did your keen demon eyesight not pick up on the mounds of paperwork I still have to go through? Reports, trainings, applications, new rules. Thank you for the heads up on that, by the way.
Figured you should know.
You know, we could just switch to computers. We have the technomancers now. It would be easy to hide the footprint, and that way we don't have to waste the mounds of paper that you now see sitting on my desk. Of course, the board likes to go old school.
Goddamn.
How could I forget? If I was ever invited to some of these meetings, I might actually know better. Oh, nothing. Just... there's so much pressure put on the rehabilitation team, and yet... we seem to have the least amount of say in the institution. Funny how that works.
I am sensing a lot of tension right now.
Oh, I'll let you figure out that fact in a hot second.
There's a lot happening.
Tension between who, may I ask? Who do you think there's tension between?
The two of them, I'm going to assume, or just her and the institution just in general.
Okay.
If you would like a drink, there's whiskey and scotch on the minibar. And the whiskey that you gave me for the holidays is in the cabinet on the right. The glasses should be there as well. Help yourself. No, I don't want a glass. Some of us still need to work. Or were you not listening before? Yes, I've heard. I've not only heard, but I've seen. Acquisitions and I are very close. Not like that. I don't need you getting all possessive on me, especially when I'm not yours to be possessive of. Anyway.
This is a very interesting relationship. And not a relationship as I'm being together, but just interaction between two beings. This is
there's a reason.
Very interesting.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
I've seen the hybrids. The forced hybrids. Their bodies are scarred beyond belief. And they have needle marks everywhere. Looks like they were junkies or something. But every one of them's deranged. Psychotic. Going on and on about a new world order. It's frightening. We've tried. They're beyond saving. It seems like they were brainwashed. The results are something akin to Stockholm Syndrome. They wouldn't give us any information about who or what did this to them. No, I just had a thought. It's a silly thought. No thought is a silly thought. Yes, well, no question is a dumb question until you ask the person with a broken arm, are you okay? Then it turns out to be a pretty dumb question. All right. What if it has something to do with the research team? Yes, that research team. I know you handled it. I know the board handled it, but I understand, but...
Doesn't mean it's taken care of.
I know. I promised I would never speak of it again. You have to understand, though, this situation, it seems like deja vu.
My apologies. Drop my phone.
Hybrids of species that were never meant to mix, mixing together. Werewolf and vampire-kin, shifters we haven't seen in millennias coming about again. And their bodies are being torn apart from the inside. This looks exactly like what happened. I don't understand why you won't at least consider it.
So it's the classic of, you're wrong because blah 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 blah, and I don't want to hear it until it stares me in the face or I fucking die. And then it's like, oh shit, you were right all along. Great. We love an ignorant queen. Or king. Or ruler. I'm not sure which the demon is.
Well, the listener, the demon is you.
Oh, okay.
So,
yes.
in that case, it'd be queen, yes.
We love an ignorant queen. We love a queen who doesn't see what's right in front of them.
Unless you decide for your listener to be a male. Because it's personal preference. I have a very mixed few listeners for each series.
That's true. We love a ruler that doesn't fucking listen to anybody until
queen,
they're staring
give us nothing.
Exactly. Yay! This totally isn't gonna bite us in the ass later.
Totally isn't relevant to my favorite storyline.
I'm screaming.
It is not a weakness to consider a potential threat, even if you think you've quelled it. But yet again, I'm just a human. What would I know?
Look, you don't always have to take someone's advice, right? But when the person's actually making fucking sense, you might want to listen just a little bit. Take with a grain of salt, sure. But for the love of God, get your head out of your ass, please.
I can only assume that the demon lord has like a fuck ton of horns. That's gonna be a painful ass pulling.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, that sounds painful.
I'm screaming.
And you wondered why we never worked out.
Damn. Yeah, I can most definitely see why. This is fucking infuriating. Good God.
Surprise, they're exes.
Was it a moment of weakness? What the fuck made you decide this was a good idea? I don't care if the demon's me. What the fuck am I on?
I feel like we have a couple characters we could say that to, like listener-wise.
Yes.
We have a couple listeners we could say that to.
But Jesus Christ, why? Can I? It could have been. It cannot be my personality. That's for damn sure.
Who knows?
Is there a physical aspect that was all right? Because I can't see anything else.
Strong-willed. I was not going to let you treat me like a bird.
There's strong-willed, and then there's just being fucking stupid. Okay? Let's get that out the way. You're staring at stream. You look like you're going through the 5 stages of grief.
Viddy concerns me. Viddy, if you ever watch any of our episodes, you concern me, but I'm not kink shaming you. You just concern me.
Oh my God.
That you could lock in a cage. I did not need protection. I've known how to protect myself ever since I was a young girl. My parents used to be hunters, remember? Exorcists. Priests of the church. And until my family agreed to become partners with the Institute, we were very adept in protecting ourselves. I didn't need you to treat me like I was a glass object. I didn't need you to talk down to me like I was a child. Kind of like how you're doing right now.
Oh my God, we are insufferable. Why? Why were you with us?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little insight on listener. Not that it's gonna help any, but to give you a basic rundown on information you'll learn later on. Listener is in a place of power on the council, per se, but like more like their sibling. I believe it's either their sibling or their cousin that is on the council, but they are still in like a place of power in a sense because their sibling and or cousin is on the council.
That
It doesn't
change shit.
I'm not saying that it changes anything, but that is just a little insight on listener. Not that I was trying to convince you that it changes anything, which is why I'm saying it doesn't change shit.
Other than this just furthers the brain rot that's currently going on right now.
You know, it's also just, the supernatural versus human type shit. Because, the supernatural being thinks it knows better than the human because it's lived longer, I guess.
When the person you're talking to, or being, or whoever the fuck you're talking to, is making some semblance of sense, especially if you've seen this shit before and it's happened before, you might want to fucking listen. But sure, I guess this is fine too.
As your fellow colleague, I am offering a thought. And it is maybe something that you should think about. If it is what we fear it could be, we need to take precautions.
I'm starting to think I don't have a single thought at all. Jesus Christ, man.
Yes, I understand. My lips are sealed on the matter. No one else knows about this, except for those up top. The usual, as it were. Yes, I am still quite bitter about that. Because it was your suggestion to not have me on the board. That a human party member.
You're joking, right? You're kidding, right? This is a joke, right? Are you kidding me?
If I said no.
What is happening right now?
If I said no, it's not a joke. How
Where
was your
are
response? What's your response to that?
I would already be banging my head against the wall at this point. If I had to talk to someone like this, I'd be banging my head against the wall. I cannot. I cannot. I can't. What the fuck is wrong with us? Are you okay? Good God.
Would not be beneficial in the long run. That would change every few years, yes, but sometimes you need change in old souls. You need new ideas of thinking. You need new blood every once in a while, otherwise it gets stagnant and stale, and you end up living in the past. I'm sorry, but I do have work to complete.
Honey, you're better than me. Because I would not have had me stay this long. I would have kicked me right the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my office. If you're only here to bitch and just not listen to a goddamn thing I said when you put yourself in my fucking office, get the fuck out. You're joking. You are kidding me right now. Oh my God, we're gonna be the reason we die.
If I told you that there was redemption for this listener later down the line, would you believe me?
I have no hope. I have none.
I will take that as a no. You wouldn't believe me.
So far, from what I've seen, fuck no. Sorry.
I'm not free tomorrow night. Or the night after that.
Or any night for that matter. What the fuck?
Or any other night. Until you finally get it through your head. That I can be an equal. On some level. And not just a child that you need to protect anymore.
Have we just never been told no in our however long of living?
I have no idea.
Because you sound like a child who's never been told no.
That's a good...
Or we.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Just a few times. Have you ever been told no just a few times in your life? Just a little bit? No? Jesus Christ.
No? Well, now's a good time to start being told no.
Yeah, now's a great time to start.
And if that's all, then I think this conversation is done. And I would like to get back to my stack of papers.
It should have ended a long time ago.
Before you leave, here's another thought. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So why don't you try treating me differently if you want a different result? Good night.
Why did you date us? Oh my god. Why? Why would you put yourself through this? We are insufferable. What did you see in us? Did we trick you? What the hell happened?
You know, that's a good question.
How did we end up here? 'Cause I'm confused. I have laughed in people's faces that have treated me like this. And they sat there and thought I'd like them for treating me like this. I fucking laughed. Absolutely not. I will not take this.
I loved letting you take the lead on this one for the most part. That was great.
I have no words. Why? Why?
Ma'am, why? Why are you with us?
Why were you with us? What? Like, that was an insufferable conversation. Like, that is the word of the day. Word of the day is insufferable.
It was most definitely a one-sided conversation. Like, where one person had one thought and was not listening to the other person's.
We straight up didn't hear shit. And then we're probably patting ourselves on the back like, yeah, that went well. Like a fucking idiot.
I'm sorry. So Nomad is streaming. It's Thursday when we're recording this. Nomad's streaming. It's somebody just followed whose name was Jungkook's left ass cheek.
Stop.
It is the TikTok username on Twitch for me.
Stop.
Speaking of Nomad, as of today when the so not Thursday, but when the episode goes up, which will be Friday for you guys, it's Nomad's birthday. He is 1 year older. So go ahead and give him a happy birthday over on his Twitter.
Happy birthday, Nomad.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Nomad.
birthday.
It's the Nomad birthday.
Nomad day of birth.
So, gonna do a shameless birthday plug here for him. Y'all should consider, if you are financially able, go support his Patreon. He releases some top tier quality shit. If you're at his highest tier, you can get a one-time 15-minute custom audio from any of the boys that he's done. Any scenario, but again, of course, he is within his rights to turn down a scenario if it makes him uncomfortable. You get early access to every video that he uploads. You get early access to the shorts. You get little updates, and if you're at a certain tier, you also get some nice content. I will say this,
Nice.
Nomad's Patreon is 18 plus.
Yeah.
So if you're not 18, don't fucking touch it. Do not fucking touch it.
Hello?
Hi.
Aggressive.
Oh my god! It's a
Indeed.
wild duck.
Listen.
Warning, I'm gonna be jingling the bell. I need to get the cats.
Okay.
Children.
Oh, the little demons.
The little demons. But yes, if you are not 18, don't fucking touch Nomad's Patreon. We do not need minors trying to get into adult spaces. There was an instance in a server today where that happened, and that person had been there for a while. Not gonna name names because that's business of the server and the VA in question, but it was horrendous. But yeah, if you're not 18, don't fucking touch people's Patreon if they're making 18 plus content there. If a server says it's 18 plus and you're not 18 or over, don't fucking enter it. It's as simple as that. You don't have to be in adult spaces all the time. Adult spaces are adult spaces for a reason. And if you're watching our content and you're not 18, I mean, I genuinely don't care. Our content is marked as it's not age appropriate for kids anyway. So if you're actively seeking us out, welcome, I guess. But do know that if we make any, like, Discord server, it is going to be an 18 plus server. Not saying we will be making one, but if we did, it's going to be an 18 plus server. And we expect that rule to be followed should this Discord server ever exist. Any other comments we can think of?
No, I think you got everything.
Okay, cool. And with that, we hope you guys will join us in the next episode with your preferred beverage of choice, whether that be water, soda, apple juice, hot chocolate, tea or coffee of the hot or cold variety, or Poison's favorite, alcohol. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.